Thank you very much. As Daniel told, I'm Colonel Scano from Italian Army, and I'm now serving in the Joint Command for Network Operations for Italian Defense. And I'll give you a quick overview of the Italian cyber defense infrastructure and about our future activities in the cyber activities and relative infrastructures. So a little introduction to our command. Our command is, let me say, brand new. It was born from a study commissioned for our Minister of Defense because they agreed on a reorganization of the ICT and cyber sector in 2019. So the idea was to join the two different reality here in Rome, the Joint Command for C4 ICT that was in charge for every activities in the C4 fields and ICT fields, and the Joint Command for Cyber Operations that was in charge to plan and conduct activity in the cyber new domain. Everything was closed in March 2020, and in March 2020, Joint Command for Network Operation was created here in Rome. So a unique HQ with the competence on C4, ICT, and cyber. Which are the main goals of the reorganization? Of course, unity of command, and of course, clear definition of tasks and rules, because cyber was a new dominio, as NATO says, and we need to have a clear definition of what we have to do in this new domain. So respect for single service, use of the same organizational model, coherence in the capability development, and jointless between the single armed force. And very important, effective C4 support. So faster access to intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance information for joint operation and special ops each quarters. And of course, ability to plan and conduct cyber operations. This will be a big challenge for our command and control infrastructure. A little overview about the command organizational chart. We have a direct dependence with our Chief of Defense, and our organization is split in three different entities: C4 entity, Cyber Defense and Security, and Cyber Ops. I didn't insert for classification reasons about our digital infrastructure that is placed under C4 structures. Is called autonomous system. This is a network, a big network based on fiber optics that is spread on all our country, and is called autonomous because since this year we have autonomy in having internet, let me say, services only for Italian defense. So we are able to avoid to have contract with private company, and we have this independence on IP addresses and web services and so on. So this is a big step for our infrastructure. Cyber defense, security, and cyber ops, of course, are based on new digital infrastructure that is now available for us. So, which are programs and assets that are based on the new digital platform and the new systems? The first one, very important for training of our people, is called Unavox or Cyber Range. This is an innovative idea that we, of course, took from the other countries that are working in this field of cyber training. So with these new systems that is developed with Leonardo, an Italian company, We could have we have the possibility to develop and design theaters and scenarios in the cyber domain, of course simulated. We could describe the vulnerabilities and attack tactics with different high-level languages, starting from, let me say, C to Python to other high complex languages. We could create dynamic scenarios, dynamic theater, with the ability to evolve during training and practice activity. We could include in this scenario, in these infrastructures, in simulated infrastructure, IoT, Internet of Things, complex hybrid scenarios. So we could put inside, I don't know, like electricity plants or electric plants or train or so on. We have scoring tools to test the ability of our men in solve complex problems or simple problems to have the level of the quality of the training. And we could, of course, grant the interoperability with other range using languages like, or standard, or let me say, protocols like XML or other simple tools. Which are the next step for CyberRange? CyberRange was born, let me say, and the project was born in 2018. And 2021 was closed with industry and academia partnership, let me say, project phases. We have an initially operable capability from 2021 to 2023, and we will have a full operational capability with the CyberRange 2.0, sorry, and the system will be placed in a military school in Chiavari. With this process, we can cover all the aspects related to qualification, training and education, and especially exercise, national, NATO, and European exercise. Another piece of our digital infrastructure related in this case to command and control chain is the so-called SICOP. SICOP is a part of the JCOP that will be the joint common operational picture that will furnish to our command and to our general staff the similar vision that we are training to see in land, maritime, and air domains. We could have a clear vision of the situation regarding cyber domain, thanks to the high speed and thanks to the high quality connection that we have implemented on our infrastructure. With this new system, we will have a cyber operational picture and cyber situational awareness spread to all the participants to the C2 command chain. Even this part was developed with Leonardo to have a sort of continuity with the precedent activities. With CyberRange, we'll have a cyber workforce in terms of training, education, and exercise. And this will give us the possibility to include in one single platform, digital platform based on this infrastructure, the results of the activity derived from research plan called UNAVOX and activity from the contract plan CyberRange 1.0. What we can now have like a possibility, and we are using in the different operational theater based even on the infrastructure, digital infrastructure, are the so-called cyber operational cells. We understood that we need to have our men in the different operational theater able to solve and to fight even in the cyber domain. So, using the capability furnished by the digital infrastructure called reachback, we could deploy assets called cyber operational cells based on military people coming from our command that are trained, as I said, using the platform cyber range that I described before, and they are able to give us the results regarding forensic analysis on the field, of course, malware analysis, network analysis, and even reverse engineering of cyber artifacts. This is a very important capability that we had thought in the last 2 years and that we started to deploy since last year. So it was a very quick process based on quick training and even quick production of assets from the hardware point of view and the software point of view.
Emanuele, our fire?
Yeah, on fire. And the last one is the last point that I give a quick view is the high performance computing. Of course, defense understood that to have even more capability in the cyber domain, we developed a high power computer, and that is based on parallel techniques, high performance nodes, and this kind of infrastructure based on CPU and graphical GPU technology. It will be used for defense purposes in cyber threat analysis, enrichment of the data, OSINT, and deep and dark web scan. The process started in 2021 and will be closed in 2023 here in Rome. It was developed with Leonardo, Italian company. Thank you for your attention.